Hi, hello, welcome to Kate and Kajira Gaming. Welcome if you are new. You can call me KK, and today we are starting our build on another Disney movie floor in our main house. Today's speed build is going to be Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, but we're going to do it when Snow White first originally finds the cottage in the wood. And remember how messy and gross it is? And you remember how we got those snotty tissues from Mike Wazowski when you did the Monsters Inc. quest? Well, we're going to find the perfect use for them. Let's get started. Just like every speed build, we're going to go ahead, start in a blank room, and we're going to use that dirty tile floor that came with the original house when you first started DLV. And then I end up using this worn out white planked wallpaper. I kind of wanted to mix up the textures with the wall, but then I remembered in the movie it is a wooden cottage, so it's not going to have a brick wall anywhere in it. So I just left it with the wooden slats. Now, we're going to have to use a little bit of creative ingenuity here. So this tool rack that you can create at the crafting bench, I'm using it as a symbol for their mining tools. I kind of wish we had like a pickaxe thing that we could toss down somewhere. That'd be pretty cool considering we walk around with pickaxes. But like I said, you make do with what you got. Now, I went back and forth quite a bit with trying to make the kitchen sink area. I went back and forth using a trellis to kind of like create some sort of depth with the sink. I tried to use crates. I tried to use the craftable tables. I tried to use anything I could. Eventually, I did end up settling on the alchemist table, and I think it fit perfectly because it's a dark wood. It already kind of looks old and worn out, and it's got the mushrooms growing on it, which just fits perfectly. You'll see it later. Now, of course, we have to have our beds for our 7 dwarves. Unfortunately, the 7th bed doesn't fit along the wall, so somebody's gonna have to double bunk. I don't remember if in the movie if they had a fireplace, but I think the fireplace just kind of fits in the room. I could be wrong, but I really like to hear. And here we go. I found the alchemist table, and I'm going to switch out these craftable tables for this alchemist table and pull out the long dining table to create the seating area for the 7 dwarves. This build is really quite simple. It's just a bunch of beds, a table, some chairs, and a faux little like kitchenette area. And that's the end of it. Now, of course, we do need to add our finishing touches of all the clutter, all of the trash, and of course, all of the wasted food. These green leaf rugs are perfect for adding just that little bit of leaf texture on the floor that you see Snow White sweeping up at the beginning of her entrance into the cottage. And here we go. Look, those snotty tissues from Mike Wazowski coming in handy. Same with the now coveted pile of dirty socks that were released from the Monsters Inc. collection. You can find them also in the Scrooge shop. These windows that you get when you first start the game are the perfect addition as well. And I'm only placing 4 windows on the back wall and the front wall where the door is. Now, I know there's no pictures anywhere in Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs cottage, but the walls they needed something. The walls were so barren and so blank, and I didn't know what else to do. I'm going to litter the area with a bunch of these melted candles because they didn't really have electricity, so of course I'm not going to include an electric lamp like a chandelier like I usually do in our builds. So we're going to substitute it with a couple of these oak candle strewn branch chandelier things. I think it just adds the perfect touch of whimsy and nature, adding to the clutter with some barrels, which you can craft these at the crafting bench as well. I do know they do not have soda cans or these little like straw drink cup things in the Snow White realm. But like I said, I'm trying to make this look as cluttered and dirty as possible. So we're using every little nook and cranny that we can to shove bits of trash everywhere. These potion shelves that you can get from Scrooge's shop add the perfect touch to this wall to fill in this blank space. adding some leftover food literally everywhere on the table and the countertop. And I went with one of the time-bending metal piece things that kind of look like keys as a nod to Doc when he hangs up his mining keys. Okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and take a super short walk through the flooring of this house, which I've decorated like Snow White's cottage. I think while walking through, my favorite part of this has got to be using Mike's friendship quest item he gave us and these pile of socks. And then, of course, that little metal ring nod, which is a time-bending item. I just absolutely love the way this looks. I kind of wish that the boarded up windows came in a bigger size, more of like a cottage window size instead of just these tiny panes. But I think they're just this perfect touch, especially with the boards on them, and they naturally look dusty and dirty. I do love that my companion, which is Little Gray Raccoon, is kind of running around, almost like a nod to where Snow White gets the animals to help her clean this house. And even though there are only 6 little beds, it doesn't take away from the feel. Let's go ahead and let's get ready to roll that B-roll footage. There we have it, guys. Our speed build of the inside of the Seven Dwarfs cottage when Snow White first stumbles upon it after being chased by the huntsman. What do you guys think of the speed build? Do you guys get these Snow White vibes? Is it, hey, no, this just looks like a messy apartment. Go clean your shit up. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Who is your favorite Snow White character? And did you know that Grumpy's name used to be Dreamy? Such an amazing fact that I learned from 2 amazing Facebook groups that are linked down below. You guys can go ahead and join those Facebook groups if you do like DLV content and fun games, treasure islands, and so much more. The first one is an 18 and up group called Disney Dreamlight Valley Multiplayer vs. Treasure Planet. And then the second one, which is 21 and up and a tad bit spicier, is Dreamlight Valley Adults After Dark. Like I said, both groups do treasure islands and giveaways and contests and games and theme weeks, and it's just so much fun. Go ahead, check the description box down below, and I'll see you over there. If you guys do enjoy this kind of content on my channel, including speed builds, updates on DLV, and other cookie game content, be sure to hit that thumbs up. It really helps me in the algorithm. And click the subscribe button and the notification bell so it'll go ding in your inbox every time I post. I do post about 3 times a week. If you guys are looking for more ways to interact with me, you guys can follow all of my social media accounts linked down below. That's Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. I do stream DLV twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays here on YouTube and over on Twitch at 4 p.m. PST. And then on Fridays and Saturdays at noon PST over on Twitch with my husband, Broke Pickles Gaming, playing Tower World. And I am looking to add a few more days of streaming into my week as well, so be sure to follow me over there for all the updates. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today in this super quick speed build. I am a small-time content creator looking to grow her channel in 2024, and I hope you're here to join me for the journey. Thank you guys again for hanging out with me, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys!